The third question I'd like to ask you is on the general theme of welfare. Would the Conservative Party or a future Conservative government change the TA from casual employees to part-time employees, as a part-time employee at Tesco's gets more rights than a member of the TA when they don't get paid correctly or on time?
Well, it's something I would certainly want to discuss with my employment and business colleagues. It's not a direct MOD responsibility, or clearly there's an input into the decision. The reason I think it's such an important issue is that it goes to the heart of whether we value the TA properly or not. And the position of the TA has changed. They're being used much more than ever before. They're taking their share of casualties. And also they have the long-term consequences of war. I have particular worries as somebody who worked as a GP and as a doctor with the military about the long-term psychological impact that the TA in particular may carry. When you got regular soldiers coming back to their own units, they're at least with people who understand them. The TA could be in Helmand one week and be the milkman in Somerset the next week. That applies very different sets of pressures, I think. So we do need to look at the terms and conditions and the legal status of the TA. We also need to look at the relationship with employers to ensure that we're getting fair treatment. We've seen a number of cases where those coming back feel that they've been discriminated against by their employers. Part of the military covenant is that all parts of society play their part, and that means employers as well as government and as well as the public in general. And I think that, you know, if we're going to continue the current tempo, if we're going to continue to use the TA in the way that we are doing now, part of the covenant suggests that we need to rebalance in favour of the TA in some other ways. This would certainly be one of the ways of doing it, but it's certainly not the only one.
Liam, thank you very much indeed for
Pleasure.
talking
Thank
to
you
us.
for coming.
And
enjoyed it.
It's been great. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, this has been a great opportunity for us to deal directly with the Arse Forum users. Of course, we read their contributions on a regular basis in this office. It's one of the ways in which we're able to keep in touch with what ordinary servicemen and women actually think on a whole range of issues. So it's nice to be able to talk to them directly as we are now, rather than simply through the computer screens. But hopefully it's the beginning of a relationship that we will be able to continue and nurture in the future.